Hello, I'd like to show my photographic portal once again and sort of move up from a photographic portal to a concept of a televisual portal and then show how that relates to my idea of an invisible holographic multiverse principle. Um, First, this is my photographic portal that I'm working on. It has the doors opened up on it. And this dog toy is a geometric dog toy, and this is called a photo cube. It's a color-coded photo cube, and this helps instructs me on how to take pictures to apply to the 26 different viewing angles, different 26 places on this box that makes up the 26 viewing angles, the 54 images that make up the 26 viewing angles inside and out. And I'll show you the outside in a second. But this is the photographic hologram. This would be the photographic hologram. If I take the pictures correctly and apply them correctly, you'll be able to see what would appear as a geometric dog toy floating in the center of this with the doors open like it is. But and it would have a holographic backdrop, which would be the outside environment inside. Since you're taking a picture, taking all 54 pictures once, copying them twice, one to apply on the outside and one set to apply on the inside, but they'll be the same image to produce the three results. Invisibility on the outside, which I'll get to, a holodeck on the inside, holodeck backdrop, and a holographic bulk or hologram, like a floating photographic hologram. And this will prove all the different aspects, the qualities, the three qualities of a portal, any type of portal. This just happens to be a photographic portal. And I'll go ahead and put this in its place. But this is to show what would appear here. And it'll hang from this hook that I call, I don't know, shepherd's hook or something. And it'll hang from this hook and guide me on, actually it goes up here, guide me on taking the correct pictures. Um, but should be turned around this way. And these will guide me on taking the correct pictures to apply to the box. Now, this is a photographic portal or a televisual portal, probably my best image that I've ever made of one. And it shows a holodeck chamber inside, and off in the distance inside you'll see another orb. That's where the invisibility takes place. That's the intersection interface that takes the light from the outside and sends it through. That one, the one in the forefront of the holodeck inside. And this shows an image of what it would look like inside, possibly two holodeck chambers, or two chambers, one for the invisibility where the lines are coming out, and one for the holodeck itself. And there's like a little broad walk or something to walk on. These are two corresponding holodeck portals, televisual portals. But one is they have three interfaces, so that's what you need for telepresence. Three interfaces, and I'll show you that. These three interfaces produces telepresence, televisual telepresence. And they all produce the same three qualities as a photographic portal, but televisual, optical, electronic. You'll have the holodeck, you have the invisible outside environment or outside shell, the holodeck chambers, the background environments inside of either desired location of Bob or Alice, and then you'll have their virtual cells inside and any other furniture or objects that they want to appear in a telepresent form to each other, and they'll show a virtual world together. And now this is what I consider the theoretical aspect of this. I call it a invisible holographic multiverse principle. You have the primary principle or duality, invisibility, and holodecks. And you have the secondary duality, the holographic part, invisible and holographic. And then you have the secondary, the holographic alone, that is concentrated in their own universe. And it's the bulk and the bound, the bulk being the holodeck background, the bound being the bound being the holographic background, the bulk being like the object inside, like the photographic, like with the dog toy that would appear to float inside my photographic holodeck. But it would be, this is the theoretical aspect of the televisual. You go from the photographic to the televisual that I've already showed you, and then you come to the theoretical cosmic. This is the invisible holographic multiverse principle with the duality within a duality. The holographic duality is inside our universe alone. The invisible holographic duality, inverse duality, extends from the outer shell of an invisible horizon out to the outer shell, out to the outer multiverse for each individual universe. Past the cosmic horizon, everything's invisible, see? So extend from the cosmic horizon out into the multiverse, the invisible principle. So you need a duality within a duality. An invisible holographic principle duality, dual track pairs of parallel inverse principles. And then you have the holographic duality inside, which is akin to the bound being the holographic background inside, holodeck background, and the bulk being any photographic hologram you want to appear floating inside, which I'm in the process of doing. And this is the theoretical aspect. Goes from the photographic to the televisual to the theoretical and possibly cosmic invisible holographic multiverse principle. It's dual pair of principles that produces the three aspects of a portal: invisibility, background interior holodeck, and foreground holographic display, hologram displays, apparently floating off of the wall, but they're actually attached. And I'll go ahead and I'll close this so you can see it in its exterior form. And be careful how it closes because it's really fragile. And one second. This is make sure it's steady. This is the hologram, the photographic portal model, and this will be the outside invisible display, photographically invisible. I've already showed you the interior holodeck and what would be the interior photographic. Is there illumination to this? No. And interior, no, there is an interior photographic hologram of this dog toy, this geometric dog toy. And these are the three things that apply to both the televisual aspect of a photograph of a portal, as well as the theoretical cosmic aspect, and in my invisible holographic multiverse principle. The primary duality is between the inverse invisible and holographic, and the secondary duality is holodeck backdrop, which would be the bound, and the hologram foreground, which would be the bulk, the apparent bulk, which is actually a duality tethered to the background as the holographic duality goes, and the invisible holographic duality itself. So once again, it's a duality within a duality, according to my portals and according to what it informs me about my invisible holographic multiverse principle applied to televisual aspects as well. such as these pair of corresponding portals. Maybe I'm not showing that right. These pair of dual corresponding portals, and this televisual topology, I sort of call it, and it's color coded, but it just shows a schematic of the holodecks and the secondary holodecks and the cloaking interface, and and this is just the best image that I like, even though it has the third interface hidden. You can see the holodeck plainly inside this holodeck chamber, and you can see the invisible interface, the cloaking interface with the optic fibers, the electronic wires connected to the outside surface, in a very simplified rendering of all the menu that would be coming off of it. And inside the holodeck you would have holographic capabilities, but it would only be telepresent. Another thing too, in a real portal, one person to each portal, televisual portal, two people can exist inside the holodeck and still be faithful, but they can exist in between different portals in their own holodecks to televise to each other in a telepresent form, and they will appear to be faithful to reality, to a three-dimensional reality in virtual telepresent form. So one person to each portal, one person to each real holodeck, but as many as you want to into a virtual form where they all meet through telepresence, which is described here again with this diagram. And so it's a little bit way more complicated than a photographic qualities, all the three qualities that build up the outer exterior invisible, the interior holographic holodeck backdrop, and the interior photographic hologram displays. So I think I'm repeating myself, but this is